Watching her husband and father-in-law eat spoiled seafood, Nina didn't stop them. Instead, she smiled with satisfaction because she was a woman who had been reborn. In her previous life, her husband had brought home a large amount of seafood. Nina was excited and wanted to taste it, but her husband refused to let her eat any, saying he was saving it for his parents, who would visit in 3 months. Nina warned him that seafood would spoil if stored for too long, but he didn't believe her. He even repeatedly told her not to touch it, unaware that he would soon pay a terrible price for ignoring her words. 3 months later, his parents arrived and immediately decided to cook the seafood that had already gone bad. Nina quickly stepped in to stop them, but her mother-in-law accused her of being wasteful. Left with no choice, Nina threw all the seafood into the trash. The next second, her mother-in-law slapped her hard across the face. When Nina tried to defend herself, her mother-in-law called her husband over. Her husband not only scolded her, but also deliberately burned her face with hot liquid and shoved her to the ground. That moment, he stopped pretending altogether and confessed that he had married Nina for her money. Nina begged them, but they ignored her and continued eating the remaining seafood. In despair, Nina closed her eyes. When she opened them again, she had been reborn to the time before the seafood was eaten. This time, she didn't stop them. Instead, she calmly watched everything unfold. They ate happily, while the foul smell of spoiled seafood made Nina feel sick. She used the excuse of going for a walk and left the house, but the outcome would not change. 20 minutes later, her husband called her. When Nina returned home, he was already lying on the floor, and her father-in-law was foaming at the mouth in critical condition. Nina, still kind-hearted, called an ambulance and took them to the hospital. The doctor soon declared that her father-in-law had died from food poisoning. Her mother-in-law fainted upon hearing the news. When she woke up, her first question wasn't grief, but how much a day in the hospital would cost Nina. After learning the expenses, her expression changed dramatically. She immediately accused Nina of wasting money and demanded to be discharged. That moment, Nina became completely disillusioned with the family. However, as soon as the mother-in-law returned home, she insisted on cooking the remaining seafood again, believing her husband's death had only been an accident. This time, Nina no longer showed mercy. She watched as they walked step by step toward their own destruction.